called a stepped-up cost basis at their death. In order to accomplish this,
the creator here goes on to explain that to do this, he recommends that you put the money inside of a trust, and somehow that's going to allow you to get stepped up basis. In fact, the IRS came out with a new revenue ruling. It's 2003-2, and in this revenue ruling, they basically outline again this issue of stepped up basis when it comes to a trust. And when a person dies and their assets go through probate, at that point, if there is real estate, the heirs would get a stepped up basis at the time of that person's passing. However, one of the main reasons people use a trust is to remove those assets from going through probate. That's one of the reasons why some people use a trust, is to get that out of probate. And so, just like if one person is to buy real estate from another person, they get the basis they bought it at. It's the same once you transfer that asset, that real estate, into the trust, it takes on the value at the date of transfer. So that's the basis. And then whomever is the beneficiary of that trust, they're going to get that basis at the time it was put into the trust, not the time of the grantor's passing, as it would be in an estate. So I'm sorry, this influencer is wrong. That information has been wrong for a while, but it's a common error. It's a common error, and that's why the IRS put out this revenue ruling, to reiterate that this is how they view the issue of stepped up basis. I like all of what the influencer says in many of his other videos. A lot of his stuff is good. I think this is just a common error that he might have even overlooked because it's said so frequently that it's easy to forget maybe that this is not how it's actually done, because it's become such a standard thing to say when it comes to assets that are inherited, is that they're stepped up basis, but that's not quite the same way when it comes in a trust. So should you put your real estate into a trust? Maybe so. There's lots of other benefits beyond the fact that it's not going to have to go through probate. So will you lose out on a stepped up basis? Yes. The rollover provisions and things of that nature, that's kind of a sticky situation. I wouldn't risk putting yourself in that situation. I would make that determination one way or the other, because you don't want a probate court to be the one to decide that for you. You want to be the one to make that decision ahead of time, whether you want that real estate to pass through probate or not. When things pass through probate, they can be more easily challenged by the general public. So there's some good reasons to move your real estate into trusts. One of those reasons is not a stepped up basis, because that does not follow according to the IRS, and they make the rules regarding taxes. So I just wanted to get that out there in case you were following that advice. It's a misconception in the market right now, and that's Revenue Ruling 2023-2. So if you have any questions, feel free to email paul@lab.tax. Sign up for our advisory services. You can go ahead and check out our website, lab.tax. T-A-X. It's not a .com, it's a .tax. Hope you guys are doing well, and I wish you all the success this tax season.